Jamie made quite a splash. Because according to the GPS, he peaked at 30 miles per hour and achieved the furthest flight yet.
I just went 30 miles an hour down the ramp and I flew 72 feet. Now, we know looking at the video that the guy had to have traveled about 115 feet. And backing out from there, doing the math, that tells us that he had to be going about 40 to 45 miles an hour through the air. Not looking good for the myth.
Yep, the mythical 115 feet is impossible to match. So next, they'll focus on part 2, accuracy.
So you flew 72 feet on that run.
I beat you.
By 2 feet.
Yes.
But now that leads to the natural question of accuracy. If we did this on dry land, could we place the pool somewhere where we'd hit it every time and survive?
We can arrange that.
Can I be the one to do it? Can I be the one to run the test? Please, please, please.
Well, with all this enthusiasm, I suppose so.
Excellent, excellent. I'll suit up.
A flight of 115 feet is busted. So now it's all down to accuracy.
To me, the soul of this myth boils down to accuracy. Is the slider going to hit the same location repeatedly, and thus can they place a pool in the middle of a grassy field and hit it, thus saving their lives? Okay, so from everything we've done so far, we've calculated that we're hitting a spot that's pretty much in the center of that circle behind me. But here's how I want you to think about this. Picture that that is dry land, and the only salvation you have at the end of that dry land is that circle, which is full of life-saving water somewhere in the middle of the dry land, and you are going to trust your life to hitting that target? I would not. I personally am really glad that the whole thing is surrounded by water. I just can't give it 100% that I'm going to hit it.
I'm going to try and hit it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Go for the gold star.
Dude, I wish you could see it from here. From here, the ring looks like the size of a quarter.
Well, then you shouldn't have any trouble hitting it.
Okay.
It all comes down to this: one souped-up super slider and one floating ring of rubber. Will Adam be accurate enough to ring in this myth?
And 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
That was a perfect splash landing.
Dude! I didn't even break it!
Adam's final run propelled him 70 feet and then directly into the center of the pseudo-kiddie pool.
I don't think this is really going to take off as an amusement park ride, though. It's a little intense for the kids.
Well done.
Thank you. I am gobsmacked that that worked so well.
So Adam's accuracy was actually pretty good. But let's remember that in the clip, the pool was about 115 feet away from the end of the ramp. And that means that if what happened here happened in that clip, that guy would be splat about in the middle of the run. Not a good thing.
Not a good thing. But where does that leave this mega whoosh myth?
Well, as far as the distance goes, it's busted because we'd have to have a slide at least twice as long as this to get that 115 feet. But accuracy?
Plausibility of the accuracy is the thing I find most astounding in this. When we started testing this, I would have never called that we'd be reliably hitting that dot time and again, that you could somehow set this up on dry land and actually hit the target.
Well, for the myth to be true, both halves have to be true, and they're not, so it's busted.
It's awfully technical of you, but okay, I'll buy that. It's busted.
So where's my $100?
I gotta say, that was the most intense thing I've ever done on this show.
Yeah, well, while we were busting this myth in the field, our researchers were busting it in cyberspace.
How so?
They contacted the people that made the clip, and you know what? It was CG.
Double plus busted.
Busted.